back uphill, and eventually I saw a blue and yellow object fluttering in the wind. I didn't know what that was, so I saw that, and I go, I'm going to go look at this. So I was looking up at this yellow thing, and I looked over to my right, and all of a sudden I saw a patch of white that wasn't rock and it wasn't snow. And all of a sudden, I'm going to go look over here. And as I started traversing closer to this, I saw what appeared to be the lower part of a leg, and it was a heel. And I ascertained it was an old body, hobnail boots, natural fiber clothing. It had all worn away, and it was his bare upper back was there. His torso was exposed to the elements. So I called over the radio, and my first radio transmission was, last time I tried a boulder problem, in hobnail boots I fell off.
I heard out of my radio, which was in my down suit, I just heard hobnail boot. Quickly unzipped it and said, "What?" I could see Conrad waving like this down on this black bench.
Jake started moving down, and I didn't know if the other people had picked up that transmission because we had to keep our radios inside the down suits so they'd stay warm and they'd work. So my next transmission was, let's everyone get together down here for Snickers and tea.
The radio calls started coming in about hobnail boots and Snickers and tea, and you know, with all the effort to pick up the radio, I just was gonna blow it off until Tap came across and said, "Andy Politz, I need to talk to you on the radio," something very blunt like that. We had decided that once we made any contact, as quickly as possible go into radio silence because of the security of the radio calls. And we knew other expeditions were listening, and we knew that everybody in Nepal could hear us.
Once you find this man on the mountain, well, then you should be able to very easily go through everything he has, right? And that wasn't the case. I mean, should we be doing this? You know, I mean, this is a man we respect. This is a dead man. I kept telling myself and then telling the others, well, no, here we are disturbing him now. Let's see if we can make this productive. Let's see if we can tell his story, which I think would have been important to him. And let's see if we can do it once and not have to do it again.
His body appears to be mummified. There's rope around his waist. Oh, still some socks. You can see a boot. Second boot appears to be on his foot. You can see the metal caulks bottom of his boot. And that boot, that leg, is angulated fracture, so first guess is that he took a fall. Again, you can see rope around his body. Okay, over on this side you can see his layers, his wool sweater, long underwear, cotton.
So you got a cut here. This is here before he started. Thumb split just exactly where mine is.
Okay, these are the collar. Here, commit.
Here, wait, this is George Mallory.
Really?
George Mallory.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
See that? George Mallory.
Oh my God.
We expected that this was Andrew, following that story below the ice axe, the Andrew Irvine's ice axe. However, we just found a shirt with a George Mallory tag on it. And I'll tell you, it blows you away. Now that doesn't mean this is George. Maybe Andrew's borrowing one of his shirts. Still, it does. It places it in the right period. And it's the real thing here. Blew me away.
George Mallory. We didn't find the camera. We looked fairly hard.
All due respect is shown by us having had to disturb the body of George Mallory. I'd like to say Psalm 103. The Lord is full of compassion and mercy, slow to anger, and of great goodness. As a father is tender towards his children, so is the Lord tender to those that fear, for he knows of what we are made. He remembers.
This guy was a really talented climber. It took a great degree of skill and confidence to go with that limited amount of gear to that distance.
What Mallory did and Irvine presumably did was just phenomenal.
You could sense something of his determination. I could. And I found myself coming away from it thinking, well, maybe he did summit.